Hey guys, it's Kugli again with another ROM review, and this time I've got the AOSiP ROM version 5.5, a latest version for the OnePlus 3. Let's get started. So guys, AOSiP. Now, I've gotten pretty long requests to do this ROM because a lot of people have gotten a liking to it, and for good measure. I have used this ROM previously as my daily driver for quite a while. I actually made a review for this ROM previously, but I couldn't post it, well, because of reasons. And there is a new version available. Now, fair warning, the latest version, which was 23.02.2016, has been removed because of a Wi-Fi bug, but I was able to get my hands on it beforehand, and well, I flashed a custom kernel and Wi-Fi is right now working. So let's get to the About Phone page. In the About Phone page, you can see it is AOSiP, so that is a build version, that is 5.5 weekly. That is the latest version available. The kernel is the Chronic Core OP3 Unified Kernel UberTC 4.2, so that is the latest one. So that is running the UberTC 4.2, so you are going to get a lot of performance improvements with that. I really do appreciate that. It is for the OnePlus 3, as you can see, that does work out. Also, the security patches is December 5, 2016, which is an old security patch. I'm not sure why they have not merged with the January patches or even the February patches, because that is the latest one available. Let's get to the settings now. This is a feature-filled ROM, so let's get started on that. Most of the features you see is inside the AOSiP tweaks inside Owl's Nest. So let's get started with the Owl's Nest. You can see advanced system settings. In there you have extra features such as system animations, list view animation, toast animation can be customized. Blur settings are available, and I have enabled the blur settings here, so you can see that it does work out for all of that. System settings does have custom AOSiP summary text, which can be enabled or just changed. Media scanner behavior on boot, scroll cache, screenshot delay can be customized to whatever you need. Toast icon, wake clock blocker, all of these are available and can be changed out as you need. In the gesture settings, you do have brightness control by sliding across the status bar, double tap to sleep on the status bar, and double tap anywhere on the lock screen to sleep the phone, so that is also available. Hardware buttons, you do have options here, so you can customize back button, home button, and overview button for 3 stages. So you do have that is pretty cool. You can also disable the navigation buttons if you want to use these software buttons. You can do that. Power menu, you do have options to see what all options are there. You can customize that. There is background dim amount and all that, so that's also pretty cool. Now the volume button customization, you do have keyboard cursor control, which is pretty amazing. I do use that a lot, and I'm happy to see that in an AOSP based CAF based ROM, so that is there. I really do like that. And also there is music control, which I do use always. Lock screen buttons, in the lock screen settings, you do have customization for almost all the things. You even have lock screen charge info, which does give you a little bit of information. In the shortcut settings, you can customize the center shortcuts and the bottom shortcuts, so you can customize that. Weather can be enabled, so I have enabled that, and that does work out. I really do like that. That works out pretty well. Navigation buttons, if you want to disable the hardware keys and have the software navigation bar, you can enable that, and that does work out pretty well. I personally do not use this, so I cannot comment too much on that, but it is available for those who need that. In the notification settings, you do have a customization for the notification LED, so you do have battery charging settings. So you have 4 options, which is battery low, charging more than 90%, and 100% charge, which I have customized for my liking. Heads up notification customization is available, and this is amazing. I use this always. I normally change peaking setting to 2 seconds and disable the snooze setting, which is really annoying for me, so I just disable that. Even you can disable that if you are pissed out with that, so yeah. In the notification settings, you do have power notification control, which can be customized here, and you can enable that. This is why I do have HD capable setting there, but it is not in the option, so you can customize that. You can change it to level 1 or in any of the other levels. You can customize that, so that is available. Flashlight notification, all of these are available. Enable notification LED, so notification LED can also be customized for any of that. You can add custom actions for custom applications also, so that is an available option. Now in the quick setting panel, you do have other stuff which is in the quick setting panel, like quick pull down, brightness slider, brightness icon can be customized, and number of icons per row can be customized here, so that is available. You also have option to enable the running services icon, which I found really strange, because normally in the other ROMs there is a taskbar option here, but if you click this, it will go straight to running services, which is kind of strange, but it is helpful for many people if they want to monitor their system usage. Apart from that, edit icon can be disabled, multi-user icon can be disabled, expand indicator can be disabled, so you can have a center clock and all that can be done. If you want to do that, you can customize everything here. Header option, it does have custom header image, you can customize that. Tile option is available, as I've said. You do have scrolling, quick settings, small quick settings, but there is no option to customize the number of icons of the quick setting panel, which is kind of sad. There's 6, you're stuck with 6. I normally like 7, but hey, that's just there. Apart from that, there is also option to disable the quick setting tiles, which I have done for myself, so you can customize that. Bluetooth EC toggle, Wi-Fi EC toggle, all of that is available, and that does work out really well. In the recent option, you do have Omni Switch, which is a really cool option, and that is the latest Omni Switch. It does have a lot of options here. You can customize that. I used to use Omni Switch quite a lot beforehand, before Nougat. But well, after Nougat, I really like most of the features of Nougat, like the quick switching and the multi-window mode, so that does work out very well with the stock Reason, and it does have clear all button at the bottom rather than going all the way up to the stock one. So yeah, that is also available, which I really appreciate. Status bar option does have your usual suite of options available. Battery status style, battery icon percentage, charging symbol near the battery's text, all are available. Battery bar is available. Carrier label can be customized. Clock, as you can see, I have customized it to my liking. Icon can be disabled or enabled if you want to change stuff, you can have that. It does work out very well. Network traffic indicator is also available, but I've seen in most of the newer AOSP and Lineage OS based ROMs, the traffic indicator is kind of wonky. It doesn't really show the exact amount of data being transferred. I'm not sure if that's a Comet problem or if my phone is just not having a good enough connection, so that does work out. It does have ticker, weather options and all that, which is going to be useful for someone. I personally do not use that, but hey, it is there for you. So that is it in the AOSiP Owl's Nest feature which option. So you do have also app ops which you can customize. You can selectively disable certain permission for even system application if you don't want them to be snooping around so much, so that is also available. Display options, you do have adaptive brightness, which is going to work out very well. I have disabled that for the video. Ambient display is available, you can customize that. Double tap to wake is available. Number of columns for the settings menu is customizable. I have selected it to 2, as you can see, that is a 2-1. You can customize that. Apart from that, well, in a normal Nougat fashion, you do have display sizes, display font size and all that customization available, and that does work out very well. Alert slider does work out, so you are going to expect most of the stuff which it can do. Ambient display does have pickup, hand wave and pocket mode, and that does work out. Now the prevent accidental wake up is not available. That is a big problem in my opinion. It just doesn't work out the way I want it to. There are other ROMs which can do this, so I really do only tend to lean towards them. So I do want to talk a little bit about battery life. Now battery life is what you would expect out of an AOSiP CAF based ROM. Now previously, before using the latest Zenity RR ROM with AKT kernel tweaks, I felt that the CAF ROMs had the best battery life, and that's still true. CAF ROMs do have a really good battery life, but with AKT kernel tweaks you get a much better battery life. And even with this ROM, if you use AKT kernel tweaks in maybe Xana Extreme Battery Profile, it's going to blow away all the records, and I really do like the battery life on this one. But basically I like more features. I have been happy with the Zenity RR ROM, and yeah, I'm not going to change it, but this does give you a good battery life for most reasons. Let me show you guys the Antutu benchmark score, which is what you would expect. It's about 152,900, which is normal for a CAF based ROM, so you do have that. It does work out. It is a good performing ROM. I didn't really get a lot of bugs with this, apart from the Wi-Fi bug, which is fixable with a simple kernel change, and that does work out really well. Let me show you guys the boot animation, which is also pretty cool. So here is the boot animation for AOSiP. It goes to Android and then goes to AOSiP. And that is a colorful little boot animation. I really do like that. It is simple, but it does have a lot of things going on for it. So yeah, I guess that should be it about the ROM. It works. Camera. Now, the camera quality is less than ideal for me because right now, as you can see, this is the camera quality I get. It has a fair amount of noise everywhere. As you can see, there is a fair amount of noise everywhere. It is a well-lit environment right now, so too much over sharpness, there is a fair amount of noise, and yeah, that's a problem. I have installed the OS camera and still tried it out. Didn't really work out very well. That's not what I was expecting, but you can flash the HAL1 packages and be happy with it. Not sure of that. Let me just show you guys. This is the one which I used with Zenity, and you can see the details are much better. I get a little bit less noise with this. So that is the power of the HAL1 activator. You can flash that and get a little bit better performance out of it. So that's really cool. I guess that should be it about the ROM then. In conclusion, AOSiP, as good as it is, I won't be switching to it, but I really do like this ROM. The only reason I'm not switching is because I have already found a ROM which works perfectly for me. It is feature rich. It's not as battery friendly as this one, but still I like more features. So that is just it. This one is a really stable, really great daily driver for battery life, for performance, and well, almost all-rounder in most reasons. So that's really cool. So yeah, I guess how much is it about the ROM then. Hope you guys liked the video. Please share, subscribe, and like the video if you found it useful. See you guys next time. Bye.